everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking you through the well-known Castle House right here in St. George, Utah, and it is a luxury playground. We have a 70-foot pool slide, 2 indoor slides, a foam pit, a trampoline court, secret passageways, private theater, a chef's kitchen, and an esthetician spa, and that's just the beginning. Stick around because we're going to be exploring all 16,000 square feet of this incredible estate. Everyone, once again, welcome to the Castle home right here in St. George. We're going to start off in this circular motor court, and what you're going to notice is this home is built for capacity and built for entertainment. So you have this large motor court that is led up to on this long gated driveway, allowing for these amazing opportunities of the Red Rock views. And this front facade has beautiful stacked limestone all the way around the home as well. You have a capacity for 11 cars in all of your garage spaces, and you have brickwork on these turrets with these beautiful pane windows that we'll see throughout the home. And before we go inside, I want to go over the specs. We have 8 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, 15,906 square feet of interior living space, and the home sits on 2.96 acres. And we can't help but thank the owners of this home for allowing us to take a tour of it, especially Tyler and Sarah Whitmore. And with that, let's head inside. All right, everyone, welcome into the home. You walk through these big metal encased French doors and just hear how solid those were closing. You have these sconces off to my left and my right, really giving it the feeling that you're walking into this grand foyer of a castle. And you have these tall soaring ceilings. And before I get into the architecture, we have a office and a primary suite off to my left. We're gonna see in a little bit, but you have this limestone going from the floor all the way to the ceiling. You have that brickwork that we saw on the turrets on the outside on the ceiling as well, with this drop down chandelier, 3 metal encased French doors going out to the back balcony, letting in lots of light and these beautiful views of the valley and Red Rocks out there. Off to my right, you have a elevator I'm sure we're going to check out later, and then you also have a mudroom with 2 washer and dryers, a private island, and a dog wash in there as well. Now walking through this limestone archway right into the kitchen, off to my left and my right, you have 2 industrial sized fridge and freezers in stainless steel, and you have a beautiful marble countertop with a waterfall edge. And KP, get a close-up of this. The pendant lights above have this illumination in this bokeh-like design right on the centerpiece of this island, which is beautiful. I've never seen that before, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Off to my left, you have these floating shelves with the track lights underneath, and another architectural detail. You have this limestone arch that looks into the living room, which is really cool. You have your first of 2 sinks and 2 of 3 dishwashers right here as well. And let's push down to the other side past this recessed in bar stool seating for 6. I love that it's on the edge. It's a great use of space on this edge of this countertop here. Right through this way, you have a 10 burner stove, 2 ovens, super beautiful in here, but that doesn't complete the kitchen yet, because through this cubby here walks into your private pantry, which continues on with the gloss black. And something really unique, when you pull something out of your pantry, you can slide it right across here, right into the kitchen. Really cool detail. Let's walk right into this guest suite here. You have checkered floors on the ground, and walking further into it, off to my left and off to my right is your guest bedrooms, both with great windows and great views. You have a wet bar here with this quartz countertop, a drink fridge and a sink, and I love this bathroom right here as well, because it ties in with not only this room but the whole kitchen with the black and gold accents of the faucets, the backsplash, the cabinets, and the vessel style bowls, which is really nice. Right over this way is this large pane window looking out over the views. One of the designer's favorite features of this home is how grand and big this window is, looking out over the Red Rocks, which is gorgeous. Now walking out of this guest suite, we're gonna walk right into the formal dining area here. And it's right off of the kitchen. It's definitely something to talk about. You have these epoxied floors and these super tall ceilings with this curvature of the roof, this drop down chandelier that's twinkling right above this beautiful table, circular table, seating seating for 8, and I love these bay windows looking out over your balcony, over the pool, and over these beautiful red rock views out there. Now let's walk right into the living area here, and something I really want to talk about that I can't wait to try out. KP is probably excited to just film me try it. You have this slide coming from the upper level that comes right here, and you can take the blue slide right down that directs you into the foam pit, which is super fun. Something we're going to see a little bit later in the video. Tall ceilings in this room, Juliet balcony right up there, and you have that brickwork like we saw in the front foyer as well. Now I want to show you the owner's probably favorite breakfast area right out here, and you'll see why. Walking out into this space, you obviously have a lot of seating, it's covered, it's beautiful, it's elegant out here, but the main attraction is this screen drops down, and you have heaters on the ceiling to keep this area warm in the winter, so you can use this space year round. It overlooks your pool that we're going to check out here soon, but first let's head to the other side of the main level into the other wing and check out the primary bedroom. All right, everyone, walking down the swing on the main level, you have a spiral staircase in that turret that we saw on the outside going to the upper and lower level that we'll check out here soon, but I really want to take a second and talk about this office space here. Walking in, you have these black textured leathered floors along with the drenched black style in here as well. You have a sparkle detail on the countertops, and it's a really, really grand office space in here. Tall ceilings, drop down chandelier. You even have your own bathroom in there and a door that walks out to the private motor court. It's really, really cool office. What do you think about this, KP?
I totally agree. I love the masculinity that's in this office space. I feel like the rest of the home doesn't necessarily capture that, and so to have a designated space is really nice.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's a really good contrast with the rest of the limestone as well, with these black and gold accents. Now, let's walk right into the primary suite here. And right as you walk in, what you notice is the scale of this room that even continues on around this corner. But a couple of architectural details I want to point out are these slanted roof lines going right into the chevron pattern ceilings with these wood paneling as well. You have the limestone continuing on this accent wall and these drop down pendants on each side of the bed frame, which is really elegant. It's beautiful in here with all of these panels letting in lots of extra light. And these doors lead right out to your private balcony dedicated to the primary suite. And one detail I want to point out is you have that trampoline court with the basketball hoop that we're going to check out here in a little bit. It's really crazy out there with the 3 trampolines. Now walking into another dedicated space, into this lounge area, you have a love seat facing the fireplace with the brickwork from the floor all the way to the ceiling. Super tall ceilings with these drop down shades to cover these large panes in this bay shape overlooking these red rocks again. Beautiful area to add into the primary suite. Now KP, follow me on that side of the door into the primary closet. You have this dedicated row for all of your shoes, so there's shoe racks throughout this whole island here. And walking in a little bit further, you have this drop-down chandelier, a washer and a dryer off to my right, and you have a Lazy Susan rack right here as well, which I love. Same thing on the other side. It's kind of a his and her situation. And last thing I want to point out is the illumination in the cabinetry, along with the drop-down racks, kind of like you're in your own store in here, so you can hang your clothes up on the top rack and it'll drop down. Really, really cool. I want you to remember these walkways right here, because when you walk into the primary bathroom, check out this cabinetry right here. That entryway is in the same shape as this cabinetry, really blending it all together. 2 water closets. You have porcelain tiling throughout this whole bathroom, a large standalone tub with a floor mount faucet, and it's in that golden tone along with the mosaic tiling on the backdrop, and you'll see that golden tone in the mosaic tiling as well. And KP, follow me on that side of the shower. I want to show them this. You have a complete walk-through shower right here. Again, with the gold fixtures, the gold faucets, and the gold flaking and the mosaic tiling. You have this frosted black window. It's absolutely beautiful in here. Now let's push back this way, KP, and let's actually head upstairs to show them the kids area and a couple of really unique features. All right, everyone, walking up this spiral staircase to the upper level, there's a couple of spaces I want to show you before we get to the really cool stuff. We see a art studio right here, and I love how much light is coming in and illuminating this room just from one large window panel right there, which is beautiful with the white and gold tones. Matches really nicely and contrasts the home. But let's walk down this way briefly, and off to my left is the bedroom we'll see in just a second, but off to my right is the one I want to show you first. Right as you walk in, what you're going to notice again is you have lots of light in here. You have a balcony right above you. You have a full bathroom and an ensuite off to my right. But this is what I really want to show you guys. This isn't a closet. This is a complete tunnel to the other bedroom. And I can't imagine having this as a kid. Could you, KP?
It would be a dream.
It'd be a dream, right? You and your sibling right across. I mean, I think that we get in trouble way more often than we already did. But that is super unique. Leads right to the other bedroom with, again, lots of light shining through. Now let's walk down this way. And we're actually gonna go out this balcony here. And I'm going all over the place, KP, I'm sorry, but keep up with me here. Walking right out to this back balcony is the resort style pool, that 70-foot slide, and you have a 17-foot jump off area into the pool, which is super unique. Limestone is continued throughout this balcony area with the fans on the ceilings. You have the metal paneling running the ceiling as well, and these large window panes actually look down into that front foyer that we walked into to check out first. And it's a beautiful view down into there. And it continues on over these balconies inside the home as well, with this iron railing looking over into the front foyer. And walking this way a little bit past this chase lounge and more study area, I have to point out this bathroom because it's KP's favorite. And KP, tell me why it's your favorite.
Look how colorful it is.
It is super colorful. The floors right here are super unique in this colored pebble style, and then you also have the really pretty glass blown sconces as well.
Have you ever been to the Chihuly Art Glass Museum in Seattle?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Those fixtures remind me of that whole museum.
Yeah, that's awesome. Super pretty. There you go, some Chihuly art in here as well. Right here you have these big archways, again with that iron railing looking over into the grand foyer. And this is what I was talking about with that brickwork on top of this grand foyer at the beginning of the video. Just gorgeous. Now let's walk down this way. You have this purple slide here that leads into that living space that we saw down below. Another Juliet balcony, and off to my right is a hidden passage up to the main kids area. Off to my left is a bedroom with lots of light coming in, and ensuite as well. But let's head up this way first. All right, everyone, the owner and designer call these stairs the climb because they are these massive staircases, but it's right when the fun begins on this upper level. You have a bunch of different themes in here. So you have the forest, the jungle, the beach, the city, the waterfall, and the ocean behind KP, along with daylight and nighttime right here. And I love how they have it set up. It's a little fire pit right there, which is super cute. Now let's walk down this hallway here. And around the corner, each of these rooms are titled. This room is titled Let's Hang, and you're gonna see why in a second. There are a ton of hammocks in here hanging from the ceiling, and a really cool feature is right above me is a net with a ceiling that's recessed in, so you actually crawl all the way across this, which is really unique. Off to my left is a door that leads out to the upper balcony, and it is quite the height from this level, which is super beautiful to see all of the red rock and all of the beautiful views of the valley. Now off to my right and my left, I'll have KP come with me over here. They're secret passageways, and this one says carpet tunnel syndrome, which is really funny, but it leads all the way into that other themed room that we just saw. And on this other side, past these hammocks, is another secret passage, and it leads into this room in here. And right in here, it's titled Let's Crash. And this is your nap area, this is your sleepover area, your pillow fights, and there's a ton of bean bags along with this carpeted wall to dampen some of the noise and soften the walls a little bit, which is really unique. What do you think, KP?
I love it. Could you imagine this area as a kid?
No, I would have way too much fun in this area as a kid. I'm having too much fun right now just looking at it. We haven't even experienced any of it yet for ourselves, but it's absolutely amazing. Let's head downstairs to check out more amenities like the Esthetician Spa, the private theater, the foam pit. There's so much more. Let's head downstairs and check it out. All right, everybody, walking out of this elevator that runs all 3 floors, we're going to close this off, and it walks right into your speakeasy and your main living area. But first, I want to go off to my right to the speakeasy, and I love this area because the owners were telling us their grandkids actually use this space as their ice cream parlor, which is super cute. You have copper plated bar seating right there. You have this copper backsplash in this penny design as well, which I love. It adds so much detail. Farm style sink as well, and your dishwasher, drinks, and your microwave as well. So really great wet bar, great island in here. Now walking out of this area, I love it. Past these limestone pillars, coming down this wing first before we get to the Esthetician Spa is your private theater. I'm gonna walk down this way if KP wants to come over here. You walk down these steps onto this really fun carpet. You also have this black acoustic paneling running the walls, and the scale in this room is phenomenal. I feel like sometimes we tour these homes with smaller and theater rooms, but this is like you're actually in a theater, which is amazing. You have surround sound speakers. You actually have Savant speakers throughout the entire home on its own system, and they are absolutely phenomenal as well. The owners had them on for us while we were kind of prepping for the home. And the last detail I want to point out, I hope that the camera picks this up. This wall paint right here has a little glimmer in it, which is really cool, and these lights make the walls glimmer and shine. Now coming out of this theater room, we walk right into probably my favorite room in here. This is your foam pit, and I love it because there's a few really cool details. You have this rock climbing wall that go up to your monkey bars, these drop down ropes, and the slide that I was talking about that comes right into the foam pit. Just so much fun to be had in this room. And even though this room is really grand, this side of the home is where the luxury begins. You have this sectional couch looking towards this TV, surround sound Savant speakers going throughout the entire home. You have exposed beams running this limestone, adding a really nice contrast to the lighter browns in the limestone. These drop down chandeliers with the ironwork, and it ties right into these 3 French metal encased doors overlooking your back patio we'll check out here in a minute. Off to my left is a nice gaming area and reading nook, but first let's walk into probably where I'd spend most of my time. You have the padded floors in this gym, you have this glass mirrored wall, and I love that walks out to your back patio, but I also love this glass wall looking into your gaming area, into the living space. It really adds quite the ambiance. Now we're gonna walk right into the Esthetician Suite, and off to my left you have the massage table. Off to my left again, right through here, KP, follow me. We have a steam shower, and this is a massive steam shower. It can double as a normal shower. You have this black tiling throughout all of it, giving a really cool masculine feel. You have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 people in here, very comfortably. It's a really, really nice space. The gold fixtures as well to match the rest of the home. And then you have this jacuzzi completely fabricated in the stacked stonework, and it goes all the way up the wall and has those built-ins that I love as well, with the drop-down chandelier, and the fireplace adds a really sweet ambiance. Now last but not least, you walk into this sauna, and right as you walk in, we mentioned this in almost all of our videos, I bet, the cedar smell of the sauna. We love the smell of it, and this is probably the biggest sauna we've ever been in, right KP?
I think so. What would you say, 15 people easily? Easily,
10, 15 people. I mean, this is a huge sauna in here. You have the speakers in here, this glass door as well, and let's push back out because we're gonna go check out the back patio and the rest of the exterior. Now walking out onto this back patio, you have your choice of 1 of 3 French doors here, and you have this newly constructed outdoor kitchen right here with your 42-inch sink. You have a black stone and 2 grills, lots of counter space here with bar stool seating for 8, but I bet you could fit a few more stools here, which is amazing. What you'll notice is off to my right there is a fire pit, and then right above us are these heaters like we saw in the upper balcony as well, with this screen that completely drops down on this track right here, so that you can enjoy this outdoors and these beautiful views while being warm in the winter, which is beautiful. You have another seating area right here off to my left with the wood table, and that wood table with the live edge continues this way, and I'm gonna walk all the way down. I wanna show how long this table is. The owner said that it can seat 30, and they had a big family reunion and everyone was sitting at this table, and just quite the experience you get out here. I love this this chandelier dropping down, and it actually reminds me of the coast, like you're on the Oregon or Washington coast. Really, really unique. You have the brickwork, the limestone, and the metal paneling that we see throughout the rest of the home. Off to my left is the casita wing, and it's completely separate from the home. You have a few bedrooms, a complete kitchen, and it also has your own motor court that you can park, and it's completely separate from the home, making it perfect for renters and your guests as well. Now, let's walk out this way, past these limestone arches, KP. Right here is the 70-foot pool slide, and it's one of the biggest residential pool slides, unconfirmed, in St. George, which is pretty unique. Right above me is a 17-foot diving platform and a rope swing that jumps right into the pool, but there's a wall that separates the deep end and the shallow end, and the purpose for that is they actually built tunnels through that wall, so you can swim all the way through the wall from the deep end to shallow end. Something really unique. I love details like that. You have these large tiles out here on this back patio as well, and walking past your outdoor kitchen, you walk right over to your jacuzzi, and hopefully the sound of that slide wasn't too much, but it's completely fabricated in the stucco and tile work, and they were saying they fit 18 people in this spa. Isn't that crazy, KP?
That is wild.
Just to give you a perspective of the scale of this spa right here, and you have a fire pit off to my left, and these stairs right here lead up to the turret on the primary suite, but it also leads to the trampoline court. So let's go check that out. All right, everyone, coming up those stairs, you walk onto this trampoline court here, and it overlooks all these views of the Red Rocks and the Valley and St. George, and also your private pool right there, which is absolutely beautiful. And I could not imagine having all of these amenities through here. I love that they have pads as well on the springs to add a little bit of protection. It just, everything was super well thought through, completely blending luxury and playground throughout this entire home. You can really tell that they thought through a lot of it, and we have Tyler and Sarah Whitmore to thank one more time for allowing us to tour such an amazing estate here. I cannot thank them enough, and with that, we're going to conclude the tour. Please like and subscribe, and now KP and I are going to go enjoy some of these amenities.